Hello, and welcome to How Very Hannah Live! For one night, and one night only in London's glittering West End! Please sit back, relax, and give a warm welcome to the stage, our surprise guest for today's show. Ooh, thanks everyone, thank you. All the way from Malibu, California, the one and only Hannah Montana! I'm so sorry. I have to live my truth. It's really embarrassing. Sorry, I'm not Hannah Montana. I'm Hannah Lowther.
Once upon a time, there was a stagey girl with a big dream. She hoped, dreamed, and prayed to work at Tesco. Wait, someone's written this script wrong. Can we get a redo?
Take two.
I dreamed a dream that one day I would hit the stage. And so it seems that dream has come true. Whoa, whoa. Oh my God, you guys, it's really happening. My life has been changed for the better, and I'm seizing the day and spinning into the spotlight. How very slay, it's giving queen. How very cringe, get out my scene. It's beginner's call, the stage is set for me. How very Hannah, how very Hannah, how very Hannah, that's the name for my podcast show and your front row. So how very Hannah, hit the lights. How very Hannah, that's too bright. How very Hannah, that's alright. How very Hannah, no key change. Okay, it's my podcast show. Let's go.
Hello, and welcome to my show. This is very exciting. I can't see many of you because the lights are really bright, but I can see lots of sparkles. Who's wearing sparkles? Pink, Crocs. Very on brand for me. Thank you so much for joining me here. Give me a cheer if this is your very first time seeing me live. Good luck, because I'm crazy. Give me a cheer if you're a theatre fan. Give me a cheer if you're one of my real life people I know, family or friend. Christmas cards for all of you, thank you. Give me a cheer if you follow me online. Give me a cheer if you're going to follow me home. Thank God, thank God. Give me a cheer if you've been dragged here by your kids and you have no idea what's going on, but you're here anyway. Yay! I thought that might be the case, crazy stuff. So I thought I'd do a little intro. In my last show, did anyone come to my last show, How Very Hannah Live tour? Yes, hi. I did it in way of a song, where I changed the words to All You Want to Do, but that's my singing done for the night. It's my day off. So I thought I'd just introduce myself. My name is Susan, jokes. My name is Hannah, and I have a podcast called How Very Hannah. It's a very stagey podcast. We interview theatrical guests. We interview some guests that aren't even theatrical at all, and we find, little connections out there. But how I kind of started in the world of musical theatre, I did theatre when I was very, very young. I did some shows when I was younger, and I got the bug for it. Straight away, I was like, that's what I want to do. I need to perform. I want to perform. I didn't even realise it was a job, and I would ask the older people in the company, I'd say, wait, so what's your job? And they'd be like, this. And I was like, oh, so you don't go to an office, this is your job? And yes, okay, sold. I want to do that. So I did that when I was younger. I then trained professionally at Italia Conti, at the London School of Musical Theatre. My principal sat over there. Everyone say, hi, Adrian. I'm nervous, oh my God. And then I graduated, went into the big wide world, and then COVID hit. Everyone together. Dun, dun, oh, all that. Okay, let's try that again. 3, 2, 1. Dun, dun, dun. Yes, exactly. COVID hit. Everything closed. Got a job at Tesco. There's always more fans for Tesco than there is for me. It's really humbling. I got a job at Tesco, started filming myself up and down the aisles. Kooky, crazy stuff. And then kind of went viral, I guess, and never let it go. I was like, this isn't going to be 5 minutes of fame. I'm never letting this go. And I very luckily got a job in Heather's after that, which I had a meet and greet earlier, and I said, were any of you guys here for the Heather's era? And only about 3 people put their hands up. I thought that was crazy. Like, the Heather's era was like, I feel like that was my main era. But there has been many eras since then. And we had Heather's, we had SpongeBob, we had Six. And now we're currently in the Legally Blonde era. Yes. So I'm just kind of sharing my life, continuing to share my life, continue to do podcasting. I'm an author. Didn't see that on the bingo card. My English teacher's like, Anyway, I thought I would start the show with The Climb by Miley Cyrus because I feel like I can really relate to that song in terms of my journey in musical theatre and my career. I did a video about it a couple days ago on my TikTok. Days? Weeks. And the lyrics in that song, it's like... what are the lyrics in that song? Let me just think a second. Oh, it's like, there's a voice inside my head saying you'll never reach it. And it's like, my whole life I thought, I really want to do musical theatre, but I just don't know if it's possible for me. And there was a voice inside my head and in my TikTok comments that was like, she's never going to make it. And so now we're proving them wrong. And we have a show in the West End at the Garrick, and I'm very excited to be here with you all, especially on the 20th anniversary of Hannah Montana. A lot of you are like, what's Hannah Montana? It's fine, it's so fine. But yeah, and again, they said, let's do a show at the Garrick, and I said, yeah. And the most amazing thing about having the platform and having the podcast is like having creative freedom to do it. If I want to cosplay as Hannah Montana, I can. If I want to sing a high note, I can. If I want to stage dive, joking. Anyway, sometimes my life feels like I'm like Miley/Hannah. Sometimes I'm a Margot, sometimes I'm an Elle, sometimes I'm a TikToker, sometimes I'm a Instagram reeler. That's not a thing. Sometimes, currently right now, I'm a podcaster. So let's do some podcasting. You might know from the pod, Hannah's Hotline. She's here in the flesh. Oh, yes! How's that for visual effects, guys? Give us a 5-star review, thank you. So we have the phone right here, right now. She's here. And it's going to be also, I didn't tell you, we're recording a live episode tonight. You can be heard by yourselves in the future when you listen back on Thursday if all goes to plan. So the phone is going to work a little bit differently today. Normally it's Hannah's Hotline for people who are losers and don't listen to the podcast. Normally it's Hannah's Hotline and we have people call in, ask us questions, and me and my guests will sit and answer them. But today it's going to be, what did I call it? Oh yeah, how very challenging. No, yeah. How very challenging. I haven't made up a jingle for it. It's been a long week. But it's a challenge hotline. Ooh. Anytime that phone rings, the person who's definitely on the other end of that working phone is going to give us a challenge, and we're all going to do it. Are we up for it? Fantastic. Would you look at that? Someone's on the other line already. Hello?
Hey Hannah, it's George Crawford here. Look, I have a little challenge for you if you are up for it. I think you should get your audience to do the best ever Mexican wave, starting from the left all the way over to the right. In 3, 2, 1, yo!
Wait, sorry. Great. We took direction physically. Where were the noises? It was the most silent Mexican wave I've ever heard in my life. Like, it's meant to be like, wow! Should we try that again? Someone's got a sign. Oh my God, I've made it. Hi. What does it say? Hannah, hello. Okay, to really impress me right now, let's give a big old Mexican wave, starting from here all the way across. Give me a siren. Give me, woo! Okay, 3, 2, 1. That's more like it. Thank you so much. Okay, well done. Give yourself a pat on the back there. So, as I said, the phone can ring at any point throughout the show, but I think it's about time I introduce my first guest. So, please give a very warm, how very Hannah welcome to the incredible, the iconic, Marisha Wallace. Hi, everybody. Hello. Welcome.
Oh, thank you.
We've been catching up in the dressing room, and I've been thinking, no, don't talk about it now. We've got to talk about it on stage.
I know.
We need to catch up here. How are you?
I'm doing well, actually. I'm alive. I've been rehearsing for something rotten. Yes. And it's my day off, but I've decided to spend it with you guys.
Yes, she has. What a legend. You've been jet-setting all over the place.
Oh, my gosh. I was in Indianapolis last week. I did 3 solo shows in Indianapolis. Anybody been to the Midwest? Nope. Me either. But it was fantastic. All the shows were sold out. Everyone was amazing. It was great. And it was like a musical theater, like cabaret space. So like all your favorite Broadway performers have performed there, and their pictures are all over the wall. I had like Billy Porter, Renee Lee Scolsbury, Leslie Odom Jr. Gavin Creel did his last show there, you guys. It was really sad.
And now Marisha Wallace has as well, adding to the list. Okay, so before we talk too much, I'm going to introduce another new segment. Cool, and it's a bit makeshift, so just bear with. Hannah's Hot Seat. Bow, bow, bow.
Oh, it's got a jingle?
You're in the hot seat.
Hannah's Hot Seat.
Yeah.
Bow, bow, bow.
Exactly.
Okay, got it.
Bow, bow, bow.
Bow, bow.
You're in the hot seat / sofa. Oh, and I've got a little folder.
Okay.
And basically, so we can get to know you quick fire,
All right.
I'm going to give you 90 seconds.
Ooh.
You're going to hot seat as yourself, and you're going to tell me as many answers as you can.
And my seat is
stage.
on fire.
Is it hot?
It is hot.
It is hot. Is everyone
I
doing all
feel
right? My handheld fan's there if you need
Okay.
a little zhuzh. Okay. Are we ready? I was saying that to the sound technician, but I appreciate you all. Okay, music has started. Where did you train?
East Carolina University.
What age did you start singing and dancing?
5.
Show that made you want to perform.
Ooh, Dreamgirls.
First professional job.
Hershey Park.
Favorite role you've played?
Oh, God. Sally Bowles.
Favorite musical?
Dreamgirls.
Craziest quick change?
In Guys and Dolls, I had to go from wedding look to back into
I've
day
seen
look.
that on TikTok.
Yes.
Pre-show ritual?
Music. Listening to music.
Yeah. Something in your dressing room you can't live without?
My steamer.
Performer you admire?
Oh, I love everyone. Audra McDonald.
Biggest audience pet peeve?
Phones.
Most underrated musical?
Ooh.
It's getting
I
tense.
know, this is tight. Ain't Misbehaving.
Most overrated musical, that's the thing.
Oh, that's hard. Don't post this.
Should
I'm
we move
gonna
on?
say.
I'm getting
Oh,
stressed.
this is hard. I don't know what to say.
We'll move on. Pass.
Okay.
In-person audition or self-tape?
Oh, in person.
Yeah. Go-to audition song?
Go to audition song. It's Raining Men.
Yep. Favorite vocal warm-up?
Lip trills.
Woo! Do you know we got through most of those?
Overrated musicals. Hard.
I
man.
know. Okay, so we got some good answers in there, actually. What's your go-to audition song?
I said It's Raining Men because I sang it to get into college and I got in.
Oh.
Ow.
Okay. Right, so I feel like we've got a couple of things we can break down there. So let's get into it, Marisha. You trained in America at the college with the really long name that you just said.
East Carolina University.
Yeah. At what age?
I started when I was 17 because I don't know how your schools work here because of where my birthday fell, I started kindergarten when I was 4. So I was like a year younger. I was a younger year.
Yeah.
So I was
Are you
17
August?
when I started. September.
Oh.
Yeah.
So if you were September here, you'd be like the oldest in the
Yeah,
school year.
I just made the cutoff. So I was the youngest in the school.
Gutted.
Yeah.
But maybe that's a good thing.
It was good.
She learnt fast.
I did.
And then you started singing and dancing and performing when you were 4.
I started singing when I was 5 because everyone in my family is musical. So we were like the Jackson 5, you know what I mean? So like my dad played instruments, my mom sang, my brother is multi-instrumentalist, my sister, and I was like the singer, and I could play trumpet. Which is
Really?
crazy. Yeah.
Could you still whack it out?
Yeah.
Well, funnily enough, can you imagine? We've got one for you here right
You know,
now.
my
We
boyfriend
don't.
brought me one
Really?
for my birthday.
So your boyfriend is British,
Yes.
and you now officially have your British citizenship.
I do.
All together now. God save. I'm joking.
You know, I had to sing that at the ceremony.
No, you did not.
And they were like, so now you'll be singing the national anthem. And I was like, God. So, just start belting it.
So you're obviously American.
Yes.
Hi, welcome.
I know.
And you started over on Broadway.
Yes.
Is that right?
So so after I graduated from East Carolina, I started working all over the country in America, doing whoever would pay me to sing, I would do it. So I worked at dinner theaters, theme parks, cruise ships, whatever, you name it. And then I started working regionally. So we have regional theater. Well, you have regional theater here as well. So I worked, Arizona and Florida and any place that had a regional space. And then I got my equity card, which is the union. We know all about that?
Well, not really.
In America, you have to work on Broadway. You have to get an actor's equity card and join the union. But to get that was really hard. So you had to join this EMC program where you got points. And then when you get a certain amount of points, then you could join. And then you still had to pay money to join. Or you could get a contract where it was equity, or like the card was included. So then you could get the card. So I ended up getting my card, and then I finally got my big break in Book of Mormon. So that was my first big show. So I did the first national tour of Book of Mormon, and that's where I met Casey Nicholaw, who has directed all your favorite shows. So he directed Mean Girls, Dream Girls, Book of Mormon, Something Rotten, and he just kind of took me under his wing and told me that he wanted me to be in every show that he did. You know, people say that, and you're like, sure, Jan, okay. But he did, and that's where I got my start in Book of Mormon.
So when did you make the move over to the West End?
So Casey Nicholaw, who said he wanted me to be in everything, he was directing Dreamgirls here in the West End with Amber Riley. Did anybody see that? Yeah. And I was playing a tap dancing egg in Something Rotten on Broadway. And I was singing, and I am telling you, I'm not going to be an omelet. No, no, no.
Is that in the actual show?
Yes. That was my part. Yes.
That's the line you have to sing. And
That's
then you did Dreamgirls and you sang
And
that
I was
for real.
called Eggy White. And then they called me and said, hey, do you want to play Effie White in
What the
Dreamgirls in
heck?
the West End? And can you come to London tonight?
Huh?
Tonight. And I was like, I got a concert on the weekend, so can you give me like 2 days? Which is crazy now because I should have just left that night. But yeah, so I packed up my stuff and over the weekend, and I came to London because Amber Riley got pneumonia.
Oh.
So she got pneumonia, and they needed someone to replace her right away. And I got over here, and my first night here, I flew from the plane to the opening night of Dreamgirls.
And did the show?
No,
Oh,
watched it.
sorry. I was like, so when was the learning process?
No, so I watched it with Ben Platt's dad. I'll never
What
forget
is going on?
He was sitting next to me, Mark Platt. And I'm literally like, I'm in a new country next to Ben Platt's dad watching Amber Riley sing Dreamgirls. This is crazy. So then I had 5 days of rehearsal, and then I was on. So
5 days
I had
of rehearsal.
5 days of rehearsal. They put me in the clothes of the understudy, refitted them onto my body when I got there. And then
Which is not standard, by the way.
No.
You would normally get your own costume.
no, because there was no time.
Yeah.
So then I was on, and when I first was on the first night, no one even knew I was there. Like the cast didn't even know I was there on opening night. They didn't even know that I was coming to be in the show.
So such a quick turnaround.
So quick. And when Amber would come out, she had like a star entrance, and they would be like, Effie! And everyone would go, yay! And then my first night, they said, Effie! And everyone went, ugh. Because no one knew who I was. I mean, I would have been too, because I paid to see Amber Riley, and she ain't there. I've been mad. And I was like, who's this girl? I did the first number, and they were like, oh, okay, this might be all right. And then I did, and I'm telling you, and they all stood in the middle of the song.
Oh, that must have been such a full circle moment.
It was incredible. I'd still, so many amazing things have happened to me in my career that I always have to keep telling the stories over and over just to remind myself that it happened and that it was a real thing, because they didn't have to do that. That was just purely based off the talent and how they felt, how I made them feel. And it had nothing to do with who I was or my celebrity or anything. Like, that was really cool to just be accepted for who you are, no matter, and they didn't know who I was. So that was really cool.
Well, hopefully they do now.
They do now.
Surely they do now. I mean,
Yeah.
that was kind of the catalyst.
And that was
over
the
here,
catalyst.
right?
So the word started to spread throughout the community. They were like, oh, there's this new girl who's in town. She's amazing. And then people started asking when I was on. People would go to the box office and be like, is Marisha on tonight? What nights is she on? So then I became the alternate. And but I wasn't even alternate. I was on all the time because Amber had a really tough time with sickness. And the show's just really hard. That show is so hard. I don't even know how they had her doing as many shows as she was doing because the show is, I'm a Broadway vet, and it was hard. And that was her first theater show, so that was crazy. So I was on a lot, and then I took over the role in the second year. And then that was 2 years I stayed in Dreamgirls, which was crazy.
And then original London cast of Waitress.
Yeah, so I was gonna go home after Dreamgirls, and my friend Trevor Nichols, he was the genie in Aladdin. We did Aladdin together on Broadway. So he was a standby in my last couple of months at Aladdin before I went to Something Rotten, and then he got the genie in London. And then he became like my London whisperer. So he taught me how to get a visa. He taught me about lawyers and taxes and
like tea
and everything. He was like, okay, this is what you have to do. So he was like, why don't you just get a visa and stay? And I was like, okay, let's just see what happens. I had just been through a divorce. I was like, I want to change my life. Like, people like me here. I was doing principal work because I was leaving. When I was on Broadway, it's crazy because your dream is to get on Broadway. Like, you're like, oh, Broadway is like, oh, yeah. So I had accomplished that. But then when I got there, I was like, there must be something better than this. Like, because I wanted to do lead parts. And the ensemble is amazing. I'm so glad I did that. I'm so glad I cut my teeth there. And some people are okay to just stay in the ensemble. That's what they want to do. But if you want to be a principal, you have to leave it behind. And it's really hard because you don't work as much. It's harder to get roles. I'm Black. I'm curvy. I'm not the typical leading lady. So I came to London and that all changed. And it was like they saw me how I saw myself. And it was the first time I had seen a mirror where it was reflecting back what I saw. And so I stayed. And I think 2 weeks after I got my Tier 1 visa, I got Waitress. And I was like, well, there you go. This is where I was supposed to be.
And who saw that production of Waitress? Anyone here? Yeah. And then, so many full circles. You then did a solo concert at the Adelphi recently, right?
Yes. I did my solo concert at the Adelphi, and it was sold out.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Who is this?
Bad timing. Let me get that. I'm so sorry.
Who's calling me?
Hello?
Hi, guys. It's Jacob Fowler, and I've got your next challenge here.
Oh.
Can you and your audience please sing in perfect harmony?
Oh. I've just realised that it's no longer a hot seat. What are you doing here? We've got really high-tech set pieces. Okay.
Harmony.
Yes, okay. So I think that's another challenge, I fear. So I've got my pitch pipe. We're going to split you down the middle, pick a side, any side. And we've got
Get ready.
stalls and balcony. I just always struggle to open this. Does anyone remember that?
What is this?
It's a pitch pipe.
And it's bedazzled.
I can't open it. Here we go. Okay.
She has
So
a
we're going to
bedazzled
split.
pitch pipe.
Should we do
Show
like
them.
a... They've seen it. They've seen it. Although it did have little things that told me like, oh no, it does. All the notes and stuff. It's very pitch perfect. They go, give me a beat. No. Give me a note.
Give me a beat.
No? All right. So let's go. Actually, the balcony's looking... Why don't we do 3 parts? 1, this side. 2, this side. 3, balcony. Understood?
3-part harmony.
I'm going to give you a starting note. I'm not good with like notes and stuff. I can see one of my singing teachers sat over there. Maybe they can help me. Hi, Greg. So maybe we'll start here. And is it like a... Da, is that a 3rd, 5th? And then we'll do the octave. Is that right? Yeah. Okay, but I'll give you a starting note. Make sense? We're all theatre kids. We'll be fine. Too high.
Oh, that's too high. Wait, I was like, that changed key.
An A? No. Good starting note. G. I'm a G.
That's going to get real high.
No, that's different. That was a G.
So high.
That's too high. E.
Flat.
That is flat. Why is that?
E flat. E.
What's a good note? Pick a note. Someone shout one out. D. Great.
Okay, we're down.
We'll start here with the D. We'll go up. We'll go up, and then we'll finish it off. Sound good?
That's good.
Starting note. Ready?
Ooh, y'all sound good.
Okay.
Y'all sound.
All right, Talon. Should we do some funky things with it?
Yeah,
too?
let's do some more.
Should we pick a new note? What about this one? Cool. That's a C, a low one.
That's a C number sign.
People say what's one one of the questions the other day was like, what's an underrated skill to have in musical theatre? I was like, sheet music and notes and stuff. And sorry.
Sight reading.
Okay, let's do it again. We'll do the and then we'll do some dynamics. How about that?
Yes.
Okay, starting note. Jacob Fowler on the phone was like, Hannah, why is this taking you so long?
I was changing vowels.
Yeah.
That's from
I'd
belting
say we smashed
to...
that. Well done, everyone. Pat on the back. Thank
Very
you.
good.
Right. Also, did I tell you it was going to be musical theatre performers on the other end of the phone? So the first one, we didn't even talk about that. First one was George Crawford, who plays Emmett in Legally Blonde. And the second one was Jacob Fowler, he's done everything. JD and Heathers. There we go. There's one of them. And also, fun fact, in my last show, someone called me out on this earlier. We were in Birmingham and Jacob was my guest and we sang Serious from Legally Blonde together. And I knew that I was doing Legally Blonde, but I had to keep it under lock and key for like 6 months, which was hell. And we were like, shall we sing it? And but we have to keep it really cool. And in the video, I'm sat there like this, like...
I know something
and everyone was
you
like,
don't know.
yeah, and everyone was like, is this a sign? I was like, no, we just love that song. Anyway, where were we? We were talking about...
We were in
Waitress. Who
Now
saw that
we're
production of
moving.
Waitress? Me, many people. Icon.
It was
and
iconic.
I mean, you're a double Olivier nominee.
Yes.
That's...
And it was like back to back, like year to year, which
So it was Oklahoma and then Guys and Dolls.
Yeah.
And you've performed at the Olivier's.
I did. Right after I came out of Big Brother, I had like a week. I think I had 2 days of rehearsal because I was out of the show at that point. And then I had to go back into rehearsal and dust it off and get back into that corset and hit it again.
Oh my God. But you absolutely smashed it.
Thank you.
And then, obviously, Sally Bowles. We have to touch on Sally Bowles.
Bowles.
Little Miss Sally Bowles.
I was the first full-time black Sally Bowles in the 60-year history of the show. West End and Broadway. And I closed it in the West End, on Broadway, which is amazing. So I'm the last Sally Bowles on Broadway as well, which is exciting.
Unreal.
Yeah.
And also, like, going back to America.
Yeah.
Now, as a lead, what was that
left
like?
as an egg. And I returned.
And then you were drinking an egg.
Then I was drinking an egg raw on stage every night.
Wait, tell me about that. Did you actually have to do that?
Yeah. So you could, if you were vegetarian or vegan, you had a mango option.
Oh.
But
Just
we,
fine.
as Sally Bowles sisters, felt like, who's hardcore? Who wants to be hardcore and do it? So I did it every night. It actually wasn't bad because you put the Worcestershire sauce in there. Mm-hmm. But sometimes if you didn't put the right ratio of sauce to egg, because if you put too much, it was like, and if you put too little, it was claggy. It was
And then you got to sing straight after as well.
And then
you
have to do the next number is right
Yeah.
there. But when you do it, the audience this woman is crazy. I am in. So it really made the audience buy into the whole story. Yeah, it was fantastic.
We kind of skipped past your concert at the Adelphi, but that was to celebrate your album?
Yes. So it was called Live in London, and it tells my story of growing up on a hog farm and then coming to the UK and singing for the royal family and having this whole change of life. But I do it through the hits that you know me for. So I sing And I'm Telling You, and I sing Take Back Your Mink, and I do I Can't Say No, and like all and stuff from Waitress, but it's all weaved into my story. And it was crazy being back on that stage, and we had a Waitress reunion with Lucy Jones and Laura Baldwin on the, and we recorded it for a live album called Live in London. So you can listen to it, and it makes you feel like you're like back in there, because how we recorded it, it feels very immersive, the sound, and I'm just so proud of it.
We've got another segment from the pod here. I hope I'm doing this in the right order, Producer Sophia. Everyone gives Producer Sophia a big cheer, by the way. She's absolutely smashing it back here. Confessions of a Drama Queen. Whoa, there's a listener confession. Hi, Hannah. Sorry, we really jumped into that. If you don't know the pod, you'll be like, what the hell? Hi, Hannah. So I had something happen recently that I can't stop thinking about. A director made a really cutting comment about my performance, and it completely knocked my confidence. I know you're not supposed to let one person's opinion derail you, but it's really got under my skin. I've genuinely started questioning whether this is the right path for me, which feels dramatic to say out loud, but it's where I'm at. How do you recover from something like that and move forward?
Ooh. That's
So basically now we
lot.
just give them some advice. I hope maybe the listener, maybe they're in this room, so
Maybe.
I won't make you stand up and say, it was me. And I'll say, who said that to you? I'm going to find them, I'm going to kill... No, I'm joking. Family-friendly show. What do you do when something like that happens? It's really tough.
Oh, you know what? It's hard because you have to know if it's personal or if it's business. Because sometimes we are in the business of criticism. Like, you can't see... I always say, I can't see myself from 100 feet away. I don't know what I actually look like. I only know what it feels like inside of my body. So sometimes if someone says, your feet look crazy, or like, you need to stand, like, or this, or you don't sound, you're flat on this note, in my head, I may feel like it sounds good, but to the audience or people who are further away from me, it may sound different. So sometimes I always say, listen to the people who are outside of you, but it also depends on how they say it and the tone, and if you can trust them, I think. And you'll always know inherently if it's something that's constructive or something that's cutting. You'll know.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like sometimes people say stuff in a way that we're not expecting, you know, like in a way that might feel a bit savage. I feel like that's the best word. You know, sometimes it's a bit of a savage comment, but it normally comes from a place of being helpful.
Yeah.
And if it's not, then I just think that's a them problem.
Yeah.
And it's frustrating because if it's your director, you have to do what they say, you
have
know?
to
But
do
if they've made a personal comment to you, then I think that's not really fair.
Yeah.
But there should be, in every company, like methods for you to go down. So it's not... Obviously, the director is quite high up in the hierarchy there, but there are hopefully always avenues you can go down to try and not question things, because you don't want to be like, excuse me, you know that note you gave me? But like... There should be avenues to go down so that you can question things in a really professional way. I wouldn't like snap back at the comment or like give them any sass to their face. No, I'm joking.
Do it in the WhatsApp group.
Exactly. Oh my goodness, give me a break. Hello.
Hi, How Very Hannah Live. It's Vivian Panka. I've got your next challenge here, but this one's for you, Marisha. I challenge you to sing a song.
What?
Oh.
Now?
Right here, right now. Vivian Panker, Regina George in Mean Girls, wants you to sing a song. We don't have anything prepared. What do you mean?
Ooh, oh, oh.
Pitch pipe?
Should I sing something?
Maybe.
Do you want me to sing something? But does this also mean it's over?
Oh.
Okay. What would you want me to sing? Do you guys want to pick?
Someone just said Dreamgirls.
Okay, let's see. Do you have anything from Dreamgirls? Oh. And I am telling you.
Come here. Oh my God. Take a bow, Marisha Wallace, everybody. I haven't
West End in like 10 years.
Oh my God, what an honor. Marisha, thank you so much. That was a blessing.
Thank you guys so much.
And guys, what a way to go and get an ice cream and have a wee.
And buy a CD and you can listen to it again.
Yes, do that. See you in Act 2. Well, welcome back to Act 2 of How Very Hannah Live. We've had a costume change, obviously. Although I didn't think about the fact that I'm about to come out here to Legally Blonde. I'm about to sit here and talk about Legally Blonde and wearing black. But that's okay. We can all just pretend I'm still wearing pink. So it has been a busy week at Legally Blonde for me. For those of you that don't know, I play Margot, an alternate Elle Woods in Legally Blonde. And basically, that means that I do Elle scheduled shows a week. So I do Elle once a week, and I do Margot 7 times a week. And we're on a UK tour currently. So that means that we are in a different venue every single week. And I keep losing track. I literally said in the dressing room, where was I yesterday? Nottingham. It goes so fast. The year is going so fast, but we're in a different venue every single week. I'm having the best time. And last week it's been this week, it's Sunday today. Whoa, she's awake. And it's been a crazy one because I did Elle 7 times this week, which was really exciting. I think there's lots of ups and downs to covering in musical theatre and being an alternate and covering such a big part as well. And a struggle that I had, something that I have that's been challenging has been doing that one Elle show a week and putting so much pressure on myself in that one show because, you've done a different track every other show that week and it's like, this one show must be really, really good and it's like my only chance to do this week. So this week has been really lovely actually, like getting to sink my teeth into it and like make different choices and have fun here and there. So yeah, I've had the best time. Did anyone see the show this week? Wow. Yes, you saw it twice, didn't you? That's crazy. A whole week of Hannah. I'm so sorry to your family. Mum's like, it's okay, I'm fine. But Legally Blonde has been a dream show for a long, long time, so I wanted to talk about it. I wanted to give it a bit of space because, as I said, in my last show, I couldn't talk about it. But this is a job that I manifested. And it was actually only 3 rounds of auditions. It was a self-tape. No, okay, it was 4 if you include the self-tape, all right. It was a self-tape. It was an in-person material call. It was story time from that audition. So I was at Dance Works, which is the one, it's not Dance Attic, Dance Works, which is on Oxford Street, and there was lots of workshops happening in the building at the same time. Does anyone know this story? Some of you maybe. There was lots of like school workshops happening, and there was a company doing a Legally Blonde workshop on the same day that I was auditioning for it. So I'm like, it was the hottest day of the year. Literally like today, I was sitting outside like waiting to go in for this audition. And some cutesy girls were coming down the stairs and they went, this is my outfit of the day. And I was like, oh, that's really cute, like really sweet. And then I go in my audition and I mean, they obviously had all the love in their heart and it was never intended to put me off, but they were stood outside the window, like in the street, up some stairs, like this, watching my audition. And I'm like, so the panel are there, the windows are here, they're all stood down there watching me going, doing great. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And one of them commented on my TikTok earlier saying, your audition looked really good, hope you get it. And I was like, oh my God, that's so embarrassing. Because also, although I was manifesting the job so hard, I didn't really want to tell people step-by-step audition process. So I did that for 6, and that worked well for that time, but I just felt like it, as my following has grown, I kind of didn't want to share step-by-step because there's extra pressure on me. And they were like, hi, hope your audition went well. And I was like, oh my God, it's so embarrassing. But luckily I got it, so we're fine. And they weren't like telling this random secret. Anyway, that was the second round. And then we had a dance round. And then, it's a movement call. I love when it's a movement call. I'm like, yes. I love a movement call because it's basically like, there might be a bit of dancing in the show, but it's like not going to be too much. So I'm in this movement call and I'm like, great. Final round, got the job. Turn up, obviously got offered Margot, cover Elle. There's a lot more than movement in that track, right? Who's seen the show? Like the ensemble and, the Delta New girls in that show are doing way more than movement. I thought they really took a bit of a chance on me to make, to know that I could move and groove. But anyway, I try my best. The skipping is another conversation. We didn't have to skip in the audition, and I thought, uh-oh, what's going to happen here? But controversially, Whipped Into Shape is now one of my favourite numbers. So I'll take it. No, I manifested it really hard. I was waiting to find out if I'd got the... Haven't finished my story. Hello.
Hello, it's Meg ringing with your next challenge. Film an outfit of the day, but do it with everyone in the audience.
Ooh, Meg Dixon Brazil, everybody. Or Meg Fixin Brazen, if you know the joke. Where's my phone? Okay, so if you don't know, get to know, I have a little song that I made in lockdown called This Is My Outfit of the Day. And when I went to post it, one of my friends was like, Hannah, that's a bit cringe, but like post it if you want, you might just get ripped. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. And I'm proud. I can't take credit for it. It is Disney. It's Alan Menken, plagiarised. Sorry about it. Anyway, it goes, this is my outfit. I'm not going to teach it to you because surely we know it. Anyway, I'm going to go like this. This is my outfit of the day. I'm going to flip it round and you're going to give me a bump, bump, bump. Da-da-da-da-da. Sound good? Yeah. Okay, let's do this. Full voice, please, everyone. Just let's do a couple lip trills. Shake it off, shake it off. Are we ready? Okay. This is my outfit of the day. I am here and I'm here to slay. How cute do I look? People will be shook. The outfit of the day. What was I talking about? I was talking about Legally Blonde. Anyway, another little story time, side note. I went to New York when I was waiting to hear, and I was insufferable. I was there with my friend Kane, and I was like, every second I was like, 1, 2, 3, back to me. So when I get Legally Blonde, what is da-da-da? And anyway, we're going around, and I was seeing like signs, and I'd see like a bell, and I'd be like, Laura Bell Bundy, it's a sign. And then I'd see like, there'd be a lawyer firm, and I'd be like, that's a sign as well. Like everywhere we were going, it was unbearable. And I didn't find out whilst I was there, and I always do this, and this is where I know I'm a little bit crazy, just a tiny bit, is I carry 2 phones with me when I'm waiting to find out. I carry 2 phones with me so that I can have one phone to get the call from my agent and the other phone to film my reaction. I know, it's bad. But also, like, I'm always thinking about the content. So, and I actually didn't get a video for this one, which is really annoying. But got the job, and I got the job at the same time as doing a workshop for Larry O'Keefe and Nell Benjamin, who wrote Legally Blonde. Did anyone see that I put some really elusive thing on my story? And it's a workshop called Fado, which was about like Portuguese music. I put a story up that just covered the title of the piece, and it just said by Nell Benjamin and Larry O'Keefe, and I went, ha, they're gonna think it's Legally Blonde, but it actually was, but it wasn't, it was Fado. Anywho, shall we introduce my next guest? Okay, is she ready? I think she is. Okay, please give a very warm welcome to the legend, the icon, my Margot sister, Miss Daisy Twells. Welcome to How Very Hannah!
Happy to be here.
So Daisy Twells is also in Legally Blonde, if you're new here. And I feel like we're soul sisters a little bit.
A lot of bit.
People have been making edits of us together on TikTok, and it's really cute. And they're like, oh, friendship like Hannah and Daisy's. And we're actually just quite unhinged together, aren't we?
But we're just very similar.
Yeah.
Like, we often finish each other's sentences.
Sandwiches.
And we're just like
crazy kooky all the time. Anywho, Daisy, before we talk for much longer,
oh gosh, I'm scared.
It's time for
I watched
drum roll,
so
please.
I know what's coming.
Drum roll, please.
Oh god.
Close your eyes. This is not glamorous, this bit. Open. Hannah's hot seat.
Bow, bow, bow. I'm a massive fan of the podcast.
Yes!
I watch it every week.
Well, you're on it now because we're doing a live recording. Everyone's like, hey-oh. Hey-oh. We said that. No, joke. Are we ready? Music maestro.
Am I ready?
We're starting.
Okay.
Where did you train?
The Hammond School and the Erdine Academy.
What age did you start singing and dancing?
Since I was born.
Show that made you want to perform.
What?
Show that made you want to perform.
Wicked.
First professional job.
Disneyland Paris.
Favourite role you've played?
Amber in Hairspray.
Favourite musical?
Wicked.
Wicked. Craziest quick change.
What?
Craziest quick change, sorry.
Legally Blonde. Chip on my shoulder.
Pre-show ritual. Something in your dressing room you can't live without.
My nebulizer.
Performer you admire.
You.
Biggest audience pet peeve.
Waving around and drawing attention to themselves. I don't know.
You with the sign. I'm joking. Most underrated musical.
Les Mis, sorry.
Underrated. That
Underrated.
Was.
Oh.
Oops. Overrated.
Underrated.
Most underrated.
Underrated. Chorus line.
In-person audition or self-tape.
Self-tape.
Go-to audition song.
History of Wrong Guys.
What harmony line do you sing?
Soprano.
Favorite vocal warm-up.
E-
Worst corpse moment.
Oh,
It was the other day,
when
Chutney
I
Wyndham.
spat in Chutney Wyndham.
West End or Broadway?
Broadway.
Oh, cover or lead?
Cover.
Dream role.
Glinda.
And we've got time to spare. Let's just break dance.
Oh wow, that was quick.
Oh. The end. Round of applause, please. We got through all of those.
Wow.
I'm proud of you. Okay, let's break that down. Can we just talk about the corpse moment for a second?
Oh my God.
Because the other day, I don't know what happened.
So I was facing away from you, so you wouldn't have seen it.
No.
I was so hydrated. I had so much water in my mouth, ready to go on.
Goals.
I turn and I say the line, I didn't mean to hurt my father. And instead of saying father, I just went, father. And spit just dripped down here. And the associate director was watching and she said, I saw it from row P. I literally saw the dribble go down the side of your mouth, and I'm looking right at Ty and Karen, who play Paulette and Kyle, and Bradley, who's Carlos, and he just goes. And that was me gone. I was like, I thought it was Brooke coming through the door.
Yeah, and
I
we
just
didn't
couldn't get it
know,
out.
from the other side of the stage, we didn't know what she was laughing at.
I couldn't get it out.
But
I
things like that
ruined it.
happen, don't they?
Yeah.
Like, things like that happen all the time. I think there's a couple of moments for me recently where I've been like stumbling on random lines, and like I keep catching myself. I stumble on the line, and there was one time when I said, rather than Miss Wyndham,
Miss
I went,
Perm.
Miss Perm. And then I went, rather
Miss
than just
Perm.
rather than just correcting myself and just going, Miss Wyndham, I went, Miss Perm, Miss Perm, Miss Wyndham. And I thought I could have just played it off, but sometimes, there was that. Were you there for that show when my shoe came off?
Yes, I was on stage, yeah.
Yeah, that was awful. But basically, because we're on tour, and every venue we're in, it's slightly different. Like, dimensions of the stage are slightly different. The rake is slightly different. Rake. And this particular venue, the Hair Affair flew in, and there was like quite a big gap at the bottom of the floor.
Edge.
So the door frame was slightly, like the bottom of the door frame was slightly raised, and I walked through it, and the front. Okay, imagine this. I can't lift my foot up too much because woo. But this part of my shoe, can we all see that? Probably not. This part got caught on the bottom of the door frame, and my foot flipped out like that. Sorry, free toe content there. And my foot flipped out of my shoe, and I walked through the door, and I went, Paulette, I just came to say goodbye. My shoe just came off, and I should have just fixed it. I didn't know what to do in that moment, so I just said, my shoe just came off.
Karen
like,
lost it.
Completely in character. Like, Elle Woods' shoe came off, not Hannah's. And so I went down and fixed it, and then stood back up, and Karen was like... And so I turned around, exited through the door, took a deep breath, and started the scene again. And
She got a round of applause, though. Of course
we got a...
Of course she did.
No, I heard it was a standing ovation, actually. Joking. But yeah, things like that happen all the time. It's live theatre, and I think that's the joy of live theatre. Yeah. AI could never... get that so wrong. Yes! Your track in Legally Blonde, we'll get into other career stuff too, but let's talk about Legally Blonde, is the craziest for quick changes. One of the craziest.
Yeah, I'd say mine and Aaron Shales, who plays Kiki, we have the craziest quick changes in the show. Some of them are like 15 seconds, and they're full wig and costume changes. Shout out to the amazing Wham and costume team in every show. 'Cause
Recognise Wham.
you don't see them, but we see them, and we couldn't do it without them, and I appreciate them so much. But yeah, the way that it's been designed as well, we do a lot of underdressing. So I'm like always having to underdress my like shorts and my socks.
Which in this heat, when you're layering up, it's crazy.
It is crazy.
Also, on the dressers and the WAM department, every venue we go to, we have local dressers. And I think they've got a really hard job. When you're on tour, you go to different venues, you have different local dressers that just dress on whatever show that's in that building on that day. So they learn the track from a piece of paper. They run round and they smash through these quick changes. It's quite chaotic. Like the Tuesday of every show, if you're what was that just fell from the sky? Oh no, our confetti cannon's blown. This is actually the set of the producers, everyone. It's a very different show. And they must have confetti. Is that confetti? It's not a rodent? We're fine. Anyway, local dressers have a crazy job. Anyway, sorry, was that more? What is that?
Fluff now.
Anyway, so we actually originally first met kind of through the internet, but through Heather's.
Yeah. I met you because you rehearsed me back into your track in the other Palace version of Heather's. So I'd already done the first tour, and then in 2022, when you were doing it in town, I'd heard that you were leaving from Port Taylor Mills, and he said, hey, do you want to come back? Because I was supposed to do Andrew Lloyd Webber's Cinderella, which got cancelled. R.I.P. Which was crazy, and then...
I'm Natra Cinderella. Have you seen the video? I love it so much. She goes, I'm Natra Cinderella. I'm your bad Cinderella. Sorry.
Yeah, it's so good. And he was like, yeah, do you want to start in 2 weeks? And I was like, yeah. He said, Hannah's leaving, so, you know...
I'm packing my bags.
Come do it for 3 months. So I was like, all right. And that was how we first officially met.
Yeah, we were new wave. We've been playing the same roles since...
2022.
We were born.
And Chitty.
Oh, yeah, Chit Chit Bang
We both
Bang.
did Chitty.
I didn't say a single consonant now. Chat Chat Bang Bang. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. We both played New Wave Girl in Heather's.
Yes.
And now Heather's, I think, was that show for me that, like, really, obviously, like, kick-started everything.
Yeah.
But the following, the cultiness of Heather's was such a shock. Was that to you as well?
Yeah, I think it was a weird time at first because it was COVID times. So I think the way that we all expressed ourselves and wanted to share theatre with people again was through TikTok. And it became very common to do any
got
sort
so
of
much
trending
caffeine.
costume. And I think that was when traction started picking up with theatre on TikTok. And now it's like theatre talk is going strong.
TikTok is going strong. And also, TikTok and social media in general, the way that's being used to market shows now is so advanced than from back then. And, like, I think I used to work for Donut Time. Does anyone remember that era? They got cancelled, so we don't, like, not me, but Donut Time got cancelled, so we don't talk about it. But I used to work for Donut Time. And they've rebranded now. But I used to make content for them, and they were one of the, like, first accounts that was like a business using social, not the first, but...
They caught it early doors.
They caught it early doors, and they built this following, and they were doing, like, giveaways, and they were getting people to, like... People were, like, loving all this content about donuts. And I don't even really like donuts. But I was like, yeah, like, I'd rather cut down my hours at Tesco and do a couple of hours making content and eating Biscoff spread from the spoon. And... now businesses use social media, and Daisy, you're amazing at using social media to, like, market yourself and market the shows. Do you...
Coming from the Queen herself. Sorry, she's amazing at it.
But I feel like the cast of Legally Blonde, we're like content machines, aren't we?
Every day, whenever we've got a spare minute.
Yeah.
The hard ones is when you're on as Elle, and I want to do anything with Hannah on those Thursdays as Margot and Elle. I'm like, do you have a minute? And I don't want to bother her because I don't want to
Me with my tripod, like, no, I've not got a minute.
Because I don't want to interrupt her, like, pre-show time to get ready, you know, because it's important for her and I respect her time to prepare. But I'm like, any chance we can do? But no, it's nice.
We have an idea for a really good video, and we filmed Daisy's part of it this week, and I was like, oh, I'll do my part when I'm Margot on Thursday night or whatever. And I didn't do Margot for the rest of the week, so I was like, we're going to have to do it again next week. Yeah. But it's a whole... Not another one. Hello.
Hi, Hannah and Daisy. It's Harriet Fisher here. I've heard the improv game from How Very Hannah on Tour was pretty infamous, so I want you to do another.
Oh gosh.
Do we know Harriet Fisher?
Yes,
I am
love
like
Harriet.
so obsessed with this girl.
Me too.
Wait, let me put the hot seat sign down because
Oh,
it's
yeah.
no longer hot. Do you feel cool?
Yeah.
So, yeah, Harriet Fisher is an icon. And I wanted to talk about her quickly because she is one of these creators on social media. Whilst we're on the topic of social media, she is one of those creators that I think young people watching and following her and seeing how she's like, I want to be a presenter, so I'm going to just make it happen for myself and like put all my eggs, maybe not all her eggs, but put
You and
all
your
of
eggs.
your energy, me and my eggs, I know.
She loves her eggs.
I do like every morning. I'm like, Daisy, did you want some eggs? She's like, no. What's the saying?
Sorry.
I just think anyone in here that wants to be inspired, please go and follow the Harriet Fisher. She's amazing. She's like put herself out there and she's just incredible. Anywho, the improv game, right?
So confident.
The improv game is a game where we improv. Oh, wow. So in the live show, is Verity here? Verity's here. Everyone say hi. I'm just going to say it really slowly because she's on her way. Everyone say hi, Verity.
Hi, Verity.
Verity is my manager. And we have basically, Daisy and I are going to improv a scene. Oh, and Alex. Hello, Alex, everyone. So, Verity and Alex are going to hand out some whiteboards. And I want, is there 5 or 6? I think there's 5. 5 of you to write random words on this whiteboard. Okay? And basically, we're going to try and fit these 5 words into a scene. We don't have any background music for this, so maybe I'll just 5 random words. Think about random words that can fit into a scene. It could be a place, it could be a person, it could be an object, it could be an adjective. What's that?
Describing
A describing word. It could be a feeling or a scent or anything. Okay, have they all been handed out? Let's get creative with these words. And whilst you're thinking of those words, we need to find some characters to play in this little scene.
Oh my gosh.
So I thought I would call someone to try and see if they can. I think we should call May Tether.
Oh my gosh.
Okay,
I
and
hope
I'm
she
just
picks
gonna.
up.
I hope she picks up, and I hope she doesn't swear. Hello.
Hello?
May Tether, you are live at How Very Hannah Live. Please do not swear.
Hello!
Everyone says hi. I have a quick question for you. Could you please give me and Daisy one job title and one celebrity to play?
What, just anyone off the top of my head?
Yeah, someone that people will know.
All right, Jessie J.
Oh, okay, that's a good one. And a job title, any type of job.
Okay, you work on the checkouts in Superdrug.
No, okay, thank you, May. Everyone say
All
bye.
right, you're welcome. Bye.
Oh wait, so that's your character.
So like one of us will be Jessie J, one of us will be checkout. I think I do love Jessie J, but I'm quite used to like the checkout, and I've been missing it a little bit. So like, what would you rather do? Would you like to forget about the price tag?
Yeah, I can do that. I can do that.
Okay.
I can try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also we need emotions. So I'm going to ask producer Sophia. She's here. 2 emotions.
I think you should be very amused. Okay. And Daisy should be very afraid.
Jessie J.
Jay,
Afraid. In the big white room alone.
You know more songs of hers than me.
Okay, let's swap then. Do you want to swap?
No, it's okay. I can do it. I can manage it.
Okay. Bad day.
Okay. Yeah.
Just bad day.
Yeah.
Period. Digs.
Oh.
Us. Glinda. Will that fit on? No. Roger and Phil. Who's that then? I'm Roger. Oh, Phil, of course, yes. How could I forget? Cool, chuck that there. We can remember that. And bedazzle. Okay, that's tough. You're Jessie J. I'm Superdrug. Check out. I'm amused. What was it? Afraid. And should we get a bit of background music?
Okay.
But we won't try and get them all in one sentence. We'll just say.
Hey there, I'd like to check out. Can you tell me what the price tag is on this? My name's Jessie J, in case you didn't know. Why am I American?
I don't know. This is going to be really hard.
Okay, I'm having a bit of a bad day.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Jessie J, but I'm like your biggest fan. I don't know why I'm typing, like I'm like on a typewriter like this. No one knows what that is.
You see, I really like this mascara,
Mascara.
but I'd like to bedazzle it.
Okay, we do actually offer that service here at Superdrug. Just give me a second. ASMR. Here you go, Jessie J.
Wow.
Oh my
amazing.
God!
Oh.
Is that Roger and Phil?
I'm a bit afraid of Roger and Phil, actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jessie, Roger and Phil were fantastic.
No, they were a little bit weird, actually. One of my shows. Yeah, they're just a little bit full on.
But Roger, he does this thing where he goes like, anything from the trolley days, like that.
Well, it's interesting, you know, because like I'm a bit afraid of Roger and Phil because they thought I was auditioning for Glinda when actually, in fact, I auditioned for Elphaba.
Right, Jessie J, like, are you a musical theatre girl?
Yeah, no.
They need to take us back in time
Yeah.
when music made us all unite. Thank you. Okay, well, what have we got up to? This is quite hard.
I'm a bit sad. I'm a bit afraid of being in Superdrug because, you know, I'm a little bit famous. Maybe I should just go back to my digs.
Oh! The end. That was actually okay. That was okay. I do like to think that, like, these stories have a start, middle, and end, and I don't know where they were, but we got there.
She was just afraid of shopping. wasn't
She was afraid of shopping.
Celebs don't go to
And-
Superdrug. They order online at Space NK.
Yeah, they do. Where shall I put these? Here. Well, that was fun. Everyone give Daisy a big round of applause. / Jessie J, love you so much. See you in a bit. Okay. Guys, it's been a long week. I'm clinging onto these cue cards for dear life. No, we are nearly at the end of the show. Exactly, that was an R, not a wah, wah, wah. Do you get what I mean? Like, this is so different. Anyway, I feel a bit lonely up here now. Oh, if only there was, like, someone who would love to, like, be on a West End stage, do you know what I mean? If only there was, like, someone who was a bit like me, like a little bit younger, brunette, does, like, TikTok and works in a shop and stuff. Actually, let me just see if this thing actually works. Hold on. Sorry, just waiting.
Hello.
Hi, it's Hannah. What are you doing?
I'm watching something right now. You okay?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. I was just wondering if you wanted to come and sing with me at my live show at the Garrick.
Well, that's convenient. I'm in the audience.
Well, then come on up here, you silly goose. Tori Lowther, everybody. Where is she? This is my sister. Sisters. I don't know any more of that. That's the only bit I know. Okay, well, welcome to how... Is that mine?
Yes, not mine.
Oh, I forgot to vlog. Should we do a quick vlog whilst we're here?
Yeah.
Wait, 3, 2, 1. It takes a while. Like, it like turns it around.
itself out.
Oh, and now I've pressed stop.
Hi. Can you tell I'm excited?
Everyone say hi. We're live at the Garrick.
Oh my God.
And we're excited. And I'm here with my sister. Anyway, I'm just going to put her there, actually. Little angle up. Yeah, that's her name. So here's my sister Tori. She's a musical theatre girlie. You might have seen her on TikTok a little bit recently. Just maybe a little bit. So Tori, what is your favourite musical?
Heathers.
Okay, so if we were to sing a song from Heathers, what would it be?
17.
Okay, so if you're Veronica, I'll be JD. I just wanted my little sister to have her West End debut, everyone. So there we go. Thanks, Tori. Love you. I thought that was the perfect way to end a very, very wholesome evening. Thank you guys so much for coming. You've been amazing. Please give another huge round of applause to my incredible guests. We actually went back to the dressing room in the interval and said, I can't believe they thought they were coming to watch a podcast show, and then Marisha just stood there and did that. I'm like, you're getting a bit bang for your buck there, aren't you? Thank you all so much for joining, and I think the only thing we need to do now is have a little sing-along. So, hit the track. This is the theme tune, by the way, if you're new here. Woo!
time, there was a stagey girl with a big dream. She hoped, dreamed, and prayed to work at Tesco. Wait, someone's written this script wrong. Can we get a redo?
Take 2.
I dreamed a dream that one day I would hit the stage, and so it seems that dream has come true. Whoa, whoa. Oh my god, you guys, it's really happening. My life has been changed for the better, and I'm seizing the day and spinning into the spotlight. Ready? How very slay, it's giving queen. How very cringe, get out my scene. It's beginner's call, the stage is set for me. Where's my mum? How very Hannah. How very Hannah. How very Hannah, that's the name for my podcast show and your front row. So how very Hannah, hit the lights. How very Hannah, that's too bright. How very Hannah, that was alright. How very Hannah. No key change, okay. It's my podcast show. Let's go.